Hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you from the Brewerton Diner right here. Just ordered lunch. Can't wait to get the Philly steak. Make sure you come here, grab the Philly steak or the Reuben or the Hero or the BLT or the Brewerton burger for lunch. Get the pub chips on the side. They're absolutely delicious. Come in the morning, grab your Brewerton Benedict. Texas toast, bacon gravy all over it. A couple of over easy eggs. You can add the ham for the Benedict feel as well. And of course, check them out on Grubhub. Check out their savings program, and make sure to stay late on Fridays for Fish Friday as well. I want to get into this terrible news today about Jim Boeheim striking Jorge Jimenez, a 51-year-old member of our community. The statement was released by Jim. The statement was released by the police department. I thought Jim handled it really well, and I'm not surprised by it. It's one of these things where it's not a sports topic for me, so I'm not, doing the whole, here are my takeaways from it. There's only one takeaway. It's a tragedy. It's terrible news. You can say whatever you want about, the guy shouldn't have been walking around in the road. Probably true, right? But it happened, and it's terrible. And I will say that it just happened to be the Hall of Fame head coach and the biggest figure in Central New York, right? It just happened to be Coach Boeheim. It could have been any one of us. This could happen to anybody. A tragedy like this, nobody ever wants to see it. But think of it like this, folks. How many times do we drive at night and it's pitch black outside, right? The street lights, some street lights aren't even up. They don't even have them. In some cases, they have them, but they're a little lighter. They're a little lower. You can't, you're not getting as much lighting. Think about just driving up a road and somebody's walking on the side and they're wearing all dark clothing, and you all of a sudden go, oh my God, there's a person there. I didn't see him. Well, your eyes weren't fixed on that area. Your eyes are fixed straight ahead driving. So the fact of the matter is, it was super, super dark. And there was a vehicle in the road where Jim had to kind of maneuver away, and obviously at that point didn't see this guy outside, which is totally normal. In addition to that, folks, last night it was terrible weather-wise. I mean, I don't know how everybody else got home from the Dome. I was out having dinner with some friends and watching the game on television, got home just in front of 9 o'clock, and it was so brutal. I had to slow way down on the highway. I had to slow right down into my driveway, into my garage. It was horrible. The ice was thick and it was super, super slick. Folks, that contributed last night. There's no question about it, because a little bit of a maneuver, maybe on a normal night when nothing's going on weather-wise, maybe he's able to kind of avoid it enough and didn't go all the way across to hit, the pedestrian. It's terrible news. It's such a tragedy. I will say that Jim Boeheim is one of the toughest people you'll ever meet. He really is. I've had several, interviews with him on air, on past shows. But, look, for all of us who live in Central New York, and for people who are from here who live elsewhere, and for people who also might not and don't know the basketball program as well as we do and don't know Jim Boeheim and what he's been about, I'm here to tell you he's one of the toughest people walking the planet. He's been through a potpourri of personal issues, personal things going on. He fought prostate cancer. Here's a guy who, I know he hasn't at times run the cleanest program. He had the sanction problems. And then, of course, going back with the vehicles and Bill Rapp and all the rest in the early 90s. But he got through all those things and he persevered. He got wins taken away from him by the NCAA. Total bullshit. Now he's fighting back and he's trying to win 1,000 games before he's all done. He's really handled everything with perseverance and with adversity, in my opinion. And so having known that and having at least been around him and talked to him a few times because of my industry, I can tell you right now that Jim Boeheim, this will affect him for a while. Of course, he's a person, but he will get through this, and Jim is going to handle it in the most incredible way imaginable. Trust me. Now look, the timing of this is horrendous because Duke comes here this Saturday. College Game Day comes here this Saturday. It's going to be a sold-out record crowd, all-time college basketball numbers. And what is the number one topic It's not even the Zion Williamson, is he going to play or not, right? The undisputed right now #1 pick who blew out his shoe last night. I've never seen it before, where a guy went completely through his sneaker. Will he play? That's not going to be the question/storyline. The question/storyline is going to be, Jim, how are you? Are you okay? And those questions are going to come at him like rapid fire on the desk at College Game Day. I'm sure that Jay Billis and Jay Williams and Seth Greenberg and Reese Davis don't want to ask him at all about that. I'm sure that they just want to talk about the game. But you know that Jim, I'm telling you right now, you know he's going to hop on that podium, you know, on the set. You know he's going to be there. He's going to get a huge standing ovation from the crowd, not just at game day, but I think at the game against Duke. He's going to coach the game. He's going to prepare for the game. He's going to go through his normal routines, and he's going to fight through this. And he is a fighter. When I tell you he is, there's nobody tougher walking the planet than Jim Boeheim. But I feel for him because of the not just because of the situation, but it happened during a horrible period in terms of timing with College Game Day and Duke coming in here on Saturday. All I have to say in closing is that I wish Jim well. I hope he can get through this. I hope his family, can get through this. And obviously the victim of Jorge Jimenez and his family, we're praying for all of you. It's such a sad deal. You never want to wake up and see anything like this. You never want to read about it. You hope it's not true. You hope you're, looking at something and your eyes kind of, played a trick on you, and all that. But, hopefully Jim and crew and everybody will be all right. And again, prayers for the victim as well. Mike Lindsley with you here from the Brewerton Diner. Make sure that you come here for breakfast, for lunch. Check them out on Grubhub. And, of course, ask about their savings program. Hey, they are in Fish Friday season right now. Stay late here at the Brewerton Diner, open until 8 p.m. to get your Fish Friday. They'll serve that up with some mac and cheese. It's a terrific place to come. The ambiance is great. Awesome music up top. Couple of big screen TVs. Get the Philly steak, get the Reuben, get the BLT, get the Hero, get the Brewerton burger. All those lunch menu items are available with their delicious home pub chips. And then, of course, the Brewerton Benedict, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and a slew of other great breakfast items, omelets and omelets, a bunch of hash entrees as well. This place is awesome. The Brewerton Diner, you're in and around Central New York, and how about that for timing? Look at this. There it is right there. The Philly cheesesteak here at the Brewerton Diner. Can't wait to eat this. Again, make sure you get here and try all the menu items. Trust me when I tell you, I've tried just about everything on this menu. I think I have. Haven't come for Fish Friday, but I'm hoping to now. Again, thanks for watching. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. And a quick reminder as well to download and subscribe to my podcast, the ML Sports Platter. It's available on all the big platforms, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, you name it, across both Anchor and Podbean now as I make the full transition over to Podbean. So make sure you download, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you leave a review of 5 stars and some feedback as well. All that stuff helps an awful lot. One more time, big-time prayers going out to the victim. And big-time prayers going out to Jim Boeheim and his family and the victim's family as well. Hopefully, in due time, everybody can go on with their normal lives. So never want to see that. And thoughts and prayers certainly with everyone involved. 9 Minutes with Mike Lindsley, IGTV, Facebook, and YouTube from the Brewerton Diner. Thanks for watching. And as I always tell you, enjoy the games.